Hey everybody, this is Rydo, and we're back with another recording of the League of Explorers, Week 3. We did the first boss quite easily, Lord Slither Spear. Probably some of that was just kind of supposed to be easy, and I guess some of it was that I just got really lucky and had a good deck. The first week felt pretty easy too, and then it started to get a little bit more complicated than the second week. And maybe these next two bosses will get a little bit more complicated. Who are we going to take on today?
Alas, I'd hoped to avoid Giantfin. Oh well, for glory!
So this seems to be pretty Murloc based bad guys. We're going to be taking on Giantfin, deal with this giant Murloc to reach the location of the final piece. Okay, so let's take them on. We're gonna win a Anything Can Happen card, which summons 7 Murlocs that died in that game for 10 mana. Wow. Or the Murloc Tiny Fin, which is a 0 mana 1/1, which is a pretty good card. I will definitely be putting Murloc Tiny Fin into my decks of Murloc. My Murloc decks at least. Let's take them on and see what kind of strategy. We'll stick with my priest deck that won so easily last time and hope it does the same this time, although that was a little too easy, honestly.
Anduin versus Giantfin. The light shall bring victory.
Alright, so I want the 1 mana Light Warden if I can get it. That's my starting card. It's what I got last time. And I didn't get it. In fact, I got about the worst 3 cards you could get for the start of your turn.
Oh really now? That's terribly rude.
So he has Murga as a hero power. You draw cards until you have as many in your hand as your opponent. Interesting. Well, that's going to be a very useful card if he has a bunch of Murlocs that he can summon and then draw more cards. It could lead to him running out of cards, but it's probably not likely to happen. Right now I can't do anything except for greet him, see what he says.
Greetings.
Okay. I have no card I can play, so I'll do nothing. He used the hero ability, even though it didn't get a card, which is weird because he's playing cards now. He could have used the hero ability afterwards if his AI had been programmed to do that. Again, I cannot play any card, really, in the turn. This is not going well for me already, I can tell you. This guy gets a +1 attack every time a Murloc is summoned. And that's why something like Murloc Tiny Fin would only be more helpful. This guy is giving all the other Murlocs +1 attack. So I can play this character. That is great. Now with Murloc decks, if you can get a lot of Murlocs, and I would say this is probably a lot of Murlocs on deck, you can usually win in 2 or 3 turns. And you can see how that seems very much like how it's going to go down. I would need something like Holy Nova right now to survive, and I couldn't even play Holy Nova because it is just not something I can do right now. So if I play this, it won't work. I can do this and protect him a little bit, but it doesn't really help. This would reduce the attack a little bit, we'll just do it. But still plenty of attack here to defeat me. If I killed this guy, it would have reduced the attack a little bit, but not enough. I may have to play a Murloc deck against this Murloc deck, or I may have to play something else. I'll give it one more try with the priest, but I'm thinking I'm gonna have to find a different character to play as. I don't think this deck is gonna work against a Murloc deck.
The light shall bring
Murloc
victory.
decks in general are very powerful, but they do have some flaws if you know that's what you're going against. There are ways around it. Although, it's just my priest deck isn't one designed to get around it. And frankly, very few actual players play Murloc decks because it's risky. Almost every Murloc only has 1 health to start off with. Yeah. And you can squeeze probably about 17 cards in your deck of just Murloc cards. There is a Hungry Crab you can play too that will eat a Murloc and become, I think, +1/+1 as far as its attack.
Stand ready.
Yeah. And that can get you up to like 18 or 19 cards of just cards designed to interact with each other. Also, if you get all the basic Murloc cards, you will get a special King Murloc card that gets a +1 attack for every other Murloc on the field, and that turns into, and it has charge. Let's see. So I have to do this, and
embrace the void.
Job's done.
bring out that character, I suppose. I might be able to last one more turn. Here he is. This is the special card you get if you have all the other Murlocs. And with him, you can definitely win in 2 turns like they kinda did. Ooh, so this Murloc deck is not gonna be beaten by my priest deck. It just isn't. Let's see. Rogue is a pirate deck. Paladin is nothing. Shaman is a totem deck. Hunter. Druid. Let's see. Warrior. Let's try it with Warrior. I may have to go back and make a special deck. This may be the first time where we really have to make a special deck to beat something. You know what I probably should be playing is the Hunter with the explosive trap. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense, wouldn't it? Having explosive traps, playing a trap deck would put an end to this real fast. So if I lose on this one, I'll go over to Hunter.
Job's done.
Notice I am having a problem getting cards that I can play on the first turn. That is only going to be made worse by Murlocs.
Leaving time.
Here we go. This is a silly solution, but it works. I'm gonna play this, kill this guy, end the turn. So I've got him now. Here we go. We play
Practice
this.
makes
kill him, that gives him rage. That gives him Wind Fury. With the Wind Fury, I could kill him right now, which I think might be the right move. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna hit this here, and I'll do this instead, and this in that turn. Why did my Hearthstone deck tracker app not go to the new card? I must have made a change to my deck at some point and not reprogrammed it. It didn't ever detect this new character. Alright, so whenever this minion takes damage,
Job's done.
he's gonna do some damage. That'll work. Yep. Let's see. We'll change the Hearthstone deck tracker to just remember what we've played up to this point instead. Do I want to play a 6-7 or what? Play this. Let's bring these guys out. Each one of these Murlocs is
Stop moving!
Job's done.
alright for now. If I could get a weapon and pull out some armor, that would be nice. How does he have so many Murlocs? This is not an official. This is not following the rules. Alright. Let's see. If you have a minion with taunt, I don't have a minion with taunt. So let's
Defend yourself!
kill this guy.
Defend yourself!
Kill this guy. Kill this guy. Attack here.
Job's done.
In the turn. Taunt Enrage 3. Can't bring him out yet. So I'll bring out this guy.
Stop moving!
Attack here. 2 to that. 2 to that. I think I'm in the race now. I'll probably end up playing both of these cards next turn. Summon 3 Murlocs.
Don't be childish.
Oh man. Whatever, that spell was crazy. Murg, nah nah. Summon 3 Murlocs that have died in the previous game. This guy in particular is gonna be in trouble.
My ancestors were
3.
my ancestors.
Power up. Do I want to kill this one?
High
I
tide!
don't think I
Job's done.
do. He plays it again. And that's only powering this guy up more. That's not good. Why didn't he play that before? That was bad strategy. Well, nothing more needs to be done. We'll bring out this guy.
The seas
Do
belong to
this.
us.
That gets us here.
High
And
tide.
I got lucky. That's really not the power or the strength of that deck as much as I just got sort of lucky. It's a good deck. It's my warrior deck.
With a better upbringing, you could have been a decent sort.
So if you struggle with this Murloc deck, I would recommend playing something like the Hunter or something that has a lot of traps, explosive traps and such. You could also maybe play as the mage, because sure, the mage has a few spells that will do like 1 damage to each to random enemies, and you have Fire Blast to do 1 damage. You're probably gonna want to have a lot of taunt characters to help stop them from hitting your face. There's a lot of different ways it seems like you could take out. You might have to combine those strategies a little bit to beat Giantfin. But we did it, so I will be back in just a few more minutes for the 3rd bad guy. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me with YouTube. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it and make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.